Hello friends, welcome to Testing Shala YouTube channel. In this video, I will be discussing with you in detail about what is all about compatibility browser testing. So in this video, I will be giving you a clear idea what is all about cross-browser testing, right? So let us understand what is all about cross-browser testing. Before moving further to get to know more about cross-browser testing, if you guys are not subscribed to Testing Shala YouTube channel, then please click on subscribe and bell icon so that all our future videos will be in your inbox as and when we publish our new videos. So let us move on and understand what is all about cross-browser testing. So first, let us understand what is cross-browser testing. So cross-browser testing is nothing but, so if you are remembering in olden days, 1990s, so we should have only one or two browsers. We used to have Internet Explorer or a Firefox, right? Now with the being new browsers getting added, now we have almost more than hundreds of browsers available in the market. Now you can imagine, right? We cannot go and ask the customer or end user not to use a particular browsers. Customer, they are free to use their own browsers, and still our product should be able to support those browsers. That is the end goal, right? The main purpose of cross-browser testing is to ensure that your application which are developing in your organization that should work seamlessly irrespective of the whatever the browser is customer or end user is going to use it, right? That is all about cross-browser testing, because the main challenge we have is of multiple browsers, and we have more than 100 browsers which is available currently uh, in the world, right? And user, they can access their own browsers. We cannot stop them not to use any particular browser, but still it is our uh, requirement to ensure that we are going to support all kind of browsers. Otherwise, they may not buy your product, because if you're not going to support different kinds of browsers, the chances that your customer may not willing to buy your product and they may go to the competitor product. So in a nutshell, like the main browsers still which is there in the main browsers which still people uses is Chrome, which is again a top browser from the Google, and Firefox, Safari, Opera, and UC browsers, and Edge. Edge is Microsoft browser. So these are the top browsers which is currently available, but again they have so many other browsers as well, right? Again, each browsers again will have a different versions of these browsers, because one customer may have one version of the browser, other person may have, another person can use a different version of the same browser, right? So that time also will say a lot of challenges. So hence the cross browser testing or a browser testing or a cross-browser testing is little complex, and also it is very difficult to handle all combinations of these browsers. Is also a big challenge because of different varieties, different combinations. You just need not worry about different browsers. We should also think about operating system as well, right? You can have different operating systems. Let's think about, you can have Windows machine. Again, you have Chrome, Firefox, different combinations of browsers. Again, we have Windows NT, Windows Server, Windows 10, Windows 7, so on, right? Again, if you are talking about Solaris operating system, again, we have different combinations of browsers. Again, if you're thinking about Linux or Apple OS, right? You name it, you have different combinations of browsers, and hence the challenge increases if you are trying to test cross-browser testing. So let us move on to understand. So why do we really need cross-browser testing? We understood now what is all about cross-browser testing. So why do we really require to perform cross-browser testing? What will happen if I'm not going to test a cross-browser testing, right? Let us understand practically, is it really possible? Let's say I do not have enough money, I do not have enough people, I do not have enough softwares or enough tools. Can I still support cross-browser testing? What may impact if I'm not going to test the cross-browser testing? As I said earlier, let's say if I am not going to test your application across various combinations of browser, your end customer or end user may feel very bad about the functionality, or some of the UI elements may not work seamlessly, or there could be a lot of functional issues or UI issues. There could be a lot of challenges in the user experience, right? When your end users start seeing all these issues, now you can imagine, will really your customer is going to stay with you? Is really going to stay with you? No, not at all. They immediately will move on to the competitor product. If their product is very seamless end user experience, they have pretty good product, having all the features, why they will come and buy your product? Nobody will be interested in your product. They will simply, they don't think about you at all. You never think about you, right? You never think about your product. You never think about whether you are come from the top company, or your company is very top in the world. Even if your product is from Google, Amazon, people doesn't bother, right? They want only good experience in your product. If your product is very good, very good, it provides a very great experience, they'll definitely they'll stick on to your product, irrespective of whatever the company your product is from. Nobody bothers about your product, right? They only will be interested in your product quality, product experience, UI experience. Then only they'll stick on to you, right? So that is where we have to provide a seamless experience. That's why we are trying to, why we really do require cross-browser testing. And let us understand what kind of planning we can put, what kind of strategies we can put to mitigate whatever the issues which we are talking about, right? So we are not just talking about only websites, right? Your application can be only an enterprise website or web application, or your application can be accessed in the mobile apps as well, right? Some people, they may access in the desktops or Solaris boxes or Linux boxes, or in the same manner they may access in, they can access in your mobile apps as well. They can access in Android, they can access in iOS, or they can access in any platform which they like, right? So that is a background. So why we really need to put a right planning, right strategy for your cross-browser testing. And with a given lot, even the bigger companies which we are talking about, your Amazon, your Google, or any top companies in that matter, everybody doesn't have unlimited resources. Nobody will have unlimited resources. Resources can be your computer, resources can be your resources, human being itself who is going to test, or your licenses to test the different combinations of tests. There is definitely, we do not have any unlimited resources with us. So there will be always limited resources with us. And how will you ensure that we bring the right strategy, right process, right things in your project to deliver, right? And again, we should also understand from which part of the country or which part of the geographical location your product is definitely is going to access. Let's say, think about, let's say you develop certain product, but that is meant for Indian customers. If it is, that is the case, most of the time, Indian people will have more on Intel machines, or I can say Windows desktops. Majority, I can say, maybe around up to 70% of the people or 80% of the people, they will use Windows machines, right? In the same fashion, if you go to US, they find more towards Mac machines as well as iOS mobiles. In India, more we are in the Android space, but US, they are more in the Apple user base. So you should also look into all these aspects as well when you are trying to evaluate your different combinations of browsers. You should do a complete research in the market. You should do complete research in the market just to ensure that who is actually your end user, which part of the country or which part of the world your product is going to be used by, right? Based on that, you should put a right planning and a strategy, right? That is how the entire planning for or a strategy for cross-browser testing is going to be planned, right? As I was saying, so we have to bring in right optimization of testing set, right optimization of your overall test planning and test strategy. So then what basically we are going to test in cross-browser testing. So here basically we will be trying to test all the core functionalities should work seamlessly, right? It could be from UI, it can be from UI, and it can move on to a middle layer, which is in your application server. Then it can move towards a database. When the application flow starts from your UI, then your middle layer application server entire processing will be done there, and it will be getting stored in the database. The entire flow will be tested very seamlessly here, right? And here we are going to test various aspects like whether UI really comes in on time, or any objects is getting loaded very slow, or any application or any fields are missing, or is there any distraction in the UI interface, or whatever the data you entered in the UI application, whether it really goes back to the database or not, or whatever the data you entered in the UI, whether it is really getting rightly processed in the middle layer or not. So all those aspects you should test just to ensure everything works seamlessly as part of this browser compatibility testing. So, and also the main thing is user experience. User experience is very much needed. Without right user experience, even if you have implemented hundreds of features, it is top notch across the world, nobody bothers because your application user experience is not good and nobody bothers about your product. Even if you provide 2000 features, they want seamless user experience. If user experience is not good, nobody bothers about your product. So then, what are the different operating systems or browsers you have to test, right? That is also a big challenge. We cannot go and buy every hardware, every desktop machines to test, right? You should either you go to your virtual machines, you should simulate all these boxes, virtual machine boxes, for to accommodate different operating systems and different combinations of browsers. And also you should try to bring in emulators. There are a lot of softwares are available to simulate these different browser combinations, different operating combinations in the same machines, right? In the same box, you can simulate many operating system, many browser combinations. That helps to save the infrastructure. That would help you to save the infrastructure cost, and everything is getting in the emulator space. That is more of an infrastructure perspective to accommodate different operating system platforms and browser combinations. And what about automating the scenarios? Let's say you should automate in a particular browser. Let's say I'm going to automate in the Chrome browser all the test cases which you are planning to verify as part of UI to the database, right? Now, once the test case has been automated in a particular browser in a Chrome, then will it going to execute in a different browsers across the browser combinations, right? Then definitely you should bring different kinds of automation tools in bringing cross-browser testing, right? Many people these days, they use Selenium driver, which is a completely open source and which does very great job in doing cross-browser testing. Does a great job and which is completely open source. So Selenium Grid is there, which can trigger the your execution in different combinations across various browsers. So this is all about what is all about cross-browser testing. why do we really require cross-browser testing? What are the strategies or planning you should make to bring in cross-browser testing? So what are the different tools you should use, as well as what are the different automation tools you should use to bring speeding of your cross-browser testing. I am hoping you guys really got an idea on overall what are the topics which we just discussed here. If you really like this video, give a thumbs up to this video. And if you guys are not subscribed to Testing Shala till now, then please click on subscribe and bell icon so that all our future videos will be in your inbox as and when we publish our new video. Thanks for watching this video. Bye for now. Take care.